Hello friends, I am Professor Smita Jha from the Department of Humanities and Social Sciences, and here I am doing research methodology in Humanities and Social Sciences, and today I am going to take up the topic in question, that is interdisciplinary approaches in research. This is very important because we are in 21st century where scientific exploration innovations are their speed. So let us discuss what is interdisciplinarity in research. So, higher education and research in social sciences have historically played a pivotal role in understanding, analyzing, addressing complex societal issues. However, the landscape of higher education and research is rapidly evolving due to technological advancement, globalization, and new challenges. In these challenging times, interdisciplinary research has gained prominence as a way to foster innovation, tackle multifaceted problems, and prepare students for the complexities of modern world. Interdisciplinarity refers to a method or mindset that merge traditional educational concepts or methods in order to arrive at a new approaches or solutions. Interdisciplinarity is an increasingly important concept within both academic research and the private sector, as it allows both a rigorous and nimble approach to subject of both great nuance and complexity. In the realm of academia, the pursuit of knowledge often transcends the boundaries of a single discipline. As the world becomes increasingly interconnected, the need for interdisciplinary approaches in academic writing has grown more pronounced. By integrating diverse perspectives and methodologies from various fields, researchers and scholars can develop a more comprehensive understanding of complex issues, paving the way for innovating solutions and groundbreaking discoveries. Interdisciplinarity is the collaboration or integration of knowledge and methodologies from different academic disciplines to address complex problems. Rather than focusing on isolated and narrow perspective, interdisciplinary research encourages a holistic understanding of multifaceted issues. This approach emphasizes the importance of synthesizing insights from various fields such as humanities, natural sciences, social sciences, and technology to foster a more comprehensive and nuanced comprehension of contemporary challenges. So, enhanced problem solving. Well, interdisciplinary research promotes a comprehensive understanding of multifaceted problems, allowing scholars to devise holistic and effective solution that may not be possible through a single discipline approach. Innovation and creativity. By fostering a blend of diverse ideas and methodology, interdisciplinary collaboration encourages the development of innovative and creative solutions, leading to the exploration of uncharted territories and the emergence of new perspective. Now, comprehensive understanding. Interdisciplinary research enables a scholar to gain a comprehensive understanding of complex phenomena by integrating insights from different disciplines, thereby facilitating a more holistic interpretation of the intricacies of real world issues. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements and complex global challenges, the interdisciplinary approach in academic writing has become imperative. Embracing diverse perspectives and methodologies can lead to groundbreaking discoveries and innovative solutions that have a potential to reshape our understanding of the world. By transcending disciplinary boundaries, researchers and scholars can pave the way for a more integrated and holistic approach to academic inquiry, fostering a deeper understanding of the complex issues that define our contemporary world. Interdisciplinary study allows for synthesis of ideas and the synthesis of characteristics from many disciplines. At the same time, it addresses students' individual differences and helps to develop important transferable skills. These skills, such as critical thinking, communication, analysis, are important and continually developing at all stages of life. Educational systems are serving students best if they enable and encourage students to build their own interdisciplinary pathway. This approach is sure to foster a love of learning, ignite a spark of enthusiasm, and address learning differences for students. Interdisciplinary instruction allows us to understand our preconception of what is and the framework by which we arrived at what is. It also fits with recent advances in learning science about how to foster learning when students bring powerful pre-existing ideas with them to the learning process. As recently pointed out by Hoffman et al., interdisciplinarity has been a buzzword for the last 4 or 5 decades, despite the lack of consensus about its precise meaning. Interdisciplinary approaches are considered capable of solving more, at least, different problems than traditional monodisciplinary research. It is often viewed as bringing a fundamental change in social science. The three basic approaches to interdisciplinary study in the social sciences humanity can conveniently be identified as multidisciplinary, cross-disciplinary, transdisciplinary. Now, interdisciplinary then remains the generic, all-encompassing concept and include all activities that juxtapose, apply, combine, synthesize, integrate, or transcend parts of two or more disciplines. Effective collaboration between people from different disciplines is necessary to maximize the potential benefits of interdisciplinarity for future research activity. In fact, interdisciplinary approach encounter an effective means to support the development of future interdisciplinary researchers, with a major advantage of this approach being the opportunity for open communication. There is a need to distinguish between cultivation and development, because when we talk of interdisciplinarity, these two words are very important. The encounters between cultivation and development. Among the multiple factors that produce successful interdisciplinary encounter, we found that selection of a theme, participants, and location needs to be tailored to the encounter's particular objective. Funding bodies and other members of the research community should take note of the effectiveness of encounters to foster interdisciplinary and generate a space to develop more innovative and high impact research that delivers solution to the challenge facing humanity in the future. Now, the term paradigm shift was coined by Thomas Kuhn in his 1962 book, The Structure of Scientific Revolution, because when we talk of interdisciplinarity, so there is a sharp paradigm shift. And in this book, in this context of revolution in actual science, this book was written. What is remarkable about Kuhn's thought process is that in this book, Kuhn propounded the idea that theories have a social character and approaches them as social construction that contain historical traces of the time and place in which they were generated. Sustainable development can be defined as an approach to the economic development of a country without compromising with the quality of environment for future generation. Development encounters bring people together to generate new ideas or initiate concrete output, such as a joint research proposal or position paper. They are a useful means of generating new interdisciplinary projects. Social network analysis is a popular technique in recent years, exerting an increasingly important role in many fields, such as social media network, transportation network, epidemiological network, and web network. It is used not only to analyze online social media applications such as Twitter and Facebook, but also to provide integrated services in the area of scientific research. Social networks are collections of individual and organization that are interrelated in a particular situation, like collaboration and socialization. In social networks, nodes and ages are used to represent entities and their interactions, respectively, to help analyze information. The analysis of social networks can identify the network relationship formed in the process of information dissemination. Interdisciplinary research combines knowledge and methods from different disciplines to address complex problems. Key aspects include collaboration. Interdisciplinary research thrives on collaboration between experts from diverse fields, enabling them to share perspective and approaches. Holistic problem solving by integrating various disciplinary viewpoints. Interdisciplinary research offers a more comprehensive approach to understanding and addressing complex issues. Knowledge integration, when researchers synthesize information from different disciplines to create a cohesive understanding of a problem. Interdisciplinary research can lead to a new insight and solutions that are not possible within traditional disciplinary boundaries. Funding and recognition. Interdisciplinary research can increase visibility and recognition, leading to greater funding opportunity. Interdisciplinary research involves bringing together knowledge and methods from multiple disciplines to address complex problems. It requires collaboration, clear communication, and a willingness to integrate different perspectives. Key aspects include identifying common goals, exchanging ideas, and utilizing various theoretical frameworks to reach a comprehensive understanding. So, definition and a scope of interdisciplinary research goes beyond simply drawing from multiple disciplines. It aims to create new knowledge by integrating perspective and methodologies. It is not just about cross-disciplinary collaboration, but about the synthesis and integration of knowledge to address complex problems. Now, interdisciplinary research is crucial for tracking issues that span multiple fields like climate change or public health, where solutions require a broad understanding and diverse approaches. Successful interdisciplinary research requires a strong team communication, shared goals, and a willingness to learn from different perspectives. It can also be challenging to integrate diverse methodologies and theoretical framework, which requires careful planning and collaboration. So, what are the key aspects? Interdisciplinary teams require effective communication, shared understanding, and a willingness to collaborate across discipline. Researchers need to develop a shared understanding of the research problem and a common goal all team members can align with. Different theoretical frameworks and methodologies should be integrated to create a more comprehensive understanding of the research question. Adaptability and flexibility that is there in interdisciplinary research often requires adapting methodologies and approaches to fit the unique challenges of the research problem. Open communication and discourse are essential for clarifying definitions, terminologies, fostering a shared understanding among them team members. Now, what are the generic objective of interdisciplinary subject? The previous description of interdisciplinary subjects can be summarized in a set of generic objectives for any interdisciplinary subject. On completion of an interdisciplinary subject, a student should have interdisciplinary skills, understanding, and attitude. In particular, a student should be able to occupy and understand different disciplinary perspectives. They should be able to critically evaluate knowledge from a broad range of discipline. They should be able to engage in interdisciplinary inquiry and problem solving, employing multiple ways of knowing. They should have a metadisciplinary understanding of the nature of knowledge and the discipline. They should be able to integrate, synthesis, balance, and accommodate knowledge from multiple disciplines in order to produce something greater than would be possible from any one disciplinary perspective. So, the hallmark of interdisciplinary is metadisciplinary understanding and skills, and the development of these is the main objective of an interdisciplinary subject. Students in this subject should learn how to access, understand, employ, and synthesize the exercise from various disciplines. They do not undertake these subjects to learn disciplinary expertise and knowledge. Yet, it is commonly thought that a necessary precondition of interdisciplinarity is disciplinary depth, and so it is thought that this interdisciplinary subject should teach both interdisciplinary skills as well as disciplinary expertise. However, this is a mistaken view. There are at least two different kinds of interdisciplinary research, and based on this, at least two different kinds of interdisciplinary subjects. Both of these two have as their primary aim the teaching of interdisciplinary skills and understandings, but only one requires disciplinary depth as a precondition. Much interdisciplinary work does not require disciplinary depth. One example is the disciplinarity of a policy analyst, judge, or political decision maker who use special interdisciplinary skills to locate information from multiple disciplines and then to understand, balance, and synthesis and this information so they can make a final decision. Another possible example is the researcher in an area of study such as education, who does not have a specific disciplinary background, but who has the ability to draw on multiple disciplines when they will be illuminating and has general methodological skills for designing and carrying out research. So, an interdisciplinary subject based on this first kind of interdisciplinarity would teach interdisciplinary breadth rather than the more traditional disciplinary depth. Students would learn the interdisciplinary skills of comprehension, translation, and synthesis of multiple disciplinary methods and perspective. This is an appropriate and useful model of interdisciplinarity for first and second year subject when students have not yet developed disciplinary expertise. This can also be the model for groups or sequences of interdisciplinary subject which would allow students to specialize in interdisciplinarity. So, what are the advantages of interdisciplinary approach? This is very important to know. Learners work individually and collaboratively. Learners are motivated and involved. They demonstrate an inquisitive attitude. Learners develop confidence in facing challenges, both intellectual and practical. Learning is connected and directly related to real life experiences. It allows more in-depth exploration of topics, issues, problems within and across subjects, areas, and discipline. It supports the development of skills of learning, life, and work. It promotes critical thinking by supporting learners. It enables the understanding of different perspectives across subject areas and disciplines. It makes learners want to understand the different curricular areas in greater depth. Now, what are the disadvantages of interdisciplinary approach? Lack of a specialization. A student may not develop expertise in a specialized subject area as the interdisciplinary approaches often involves a broad range of topics. Officially in assessment, assessing interdisciplinary learning can be challenging as traditional grading methods might not effectively capture the depth of understanding across multiple subjects. Implementing interdisciplinary education requires teachers with a diverse skill set and knowledge base. Finding educators proficient in multiple subjects can be difficult, impacting the quality of instruction. Integrating multiple subjects into a single curriculum can lead us time constraint. Resource allocation. School colleges may face challenges in allocating resources effectively, such as funding, material, specialized personnel to support a well-rounded interdisciplinary program. Now, standardized testing misalignment. Interdisciplinary approaches might not align seamlessly with standardized testing, which can impact how schools are evaluated and students are assessed. Implementing a new approach can face resistance from educator, parents, or even students accustomed to traditional teaching method. There are certain logistic challenges also in coordination. So it is important to note that these disadvantages do not necessarily outweigh the benefits, and the success of an interdisciplinary approach depends on effective implementation and ongoing evaluation. Now, effective implementation technique, holistic learning. Interdisciplinary education aims to provide a comprehensive understanding of a topic by combining insight from various disciplines. Second, real world relevance. It helps a student see the connections between subjects, making their learning more relevant. Critical thinking encourages critical thinking as students analyze problems from different perspectives. Problem solving skills. Students develop effective problem solving skills by applying knowledge and methods. Collaboration. Interdisciplinary projects often require collaboration, fostering teamwork and communication skills. Creativity. It nurtures creativity as students explore diverse approaches and solution, breaking away from rigid subject boundaries. Adaptability prepares a student for a rapid changing world by reacting then how to adapt and apply knowledge across various contexts. Integration of technology facilitates the use of technology as interdisciplinary projects often involve leveraging diverse tools and resources, enhances student engagement by making learning more dynamic and interactive, provide a global perspective by examining issues from different cultural and historical right. Lifelong learning instill a love for learning, encourage a mindset of continuous exploration and discovery beyond traditional subject boundary. However, assessing interdisciplinary learning can be challenging, requiring innovative evaluation methods that capture the richness of integrated knowledge. Requires collaboration among educators from different disciplines to design and implement interdisciplinary circular effectively. Also ensure effective integration of resources including textbook material and technologies to support interdisciplinary learning experiences. And policy support. Successful implementation often relies on supportive educational policy. Now, benefits of interdisciplinary research center broader perspective. They provide a broader perspective for complex research question, more comprehensive solutions, innovation and discovery, collaboration and networking. They facilitate collaboration and networking among researchers from different disciplines. Addressing societal challenges. Interdisciplinary research in humanity is growing, driven by increasing complexity of societal issue and a recognition that these issues require solutions that integrate knowledge from multiple disciplines. This trend is evident in both research and teaching, with scholars and educators increasingly embracing collaborations and interdisciplinary approaches. Researchers are collaborating across traditional disciplinary boundaries, leading to more diverse perspective and solution. Interdisciplinary research is particularly valuable for addressing complex challenges like climate change, global health crisis, and social inequalities. Emerging of new fields, area studies like environmental, gender studies, digital humanities are example of interdisciplinary fields that have emerged in recent years. Interdisciplinary research often involve integrating qualitative and quantitative both methods. So it is shift in research focus. There is a movement away from solely hypothesis driven research towards more problem oriented and collaborative approaches. Impact on teaching. So interdisciplinary approaches are being integrated into teaching, with instructors collaborating across departments and offering more diverse curricula. Cultural studies, examining intersection of literature, film, music, visual art to understand cultural narrative and social issue. These are the example of interdisciplinarity in humanity. Digital humanity, utilizing digital tools. Environmental humanity, exploring the relationship between human and the environment. Social justice study, examining the intersection of race, gender, class, and other social categories to understand power structure and social inequalities. So we have already discussed, the challenges. So interdisciplinary research can be challenging due to differences in jargon, methodology, and research paradigm. Interdisciplinary research can lead to new insights, innovative solution, and a more holistic understanding of insight. So the field of humanities and social sciences have long been vital to our understanding of the world we live in. And as we progress into 21st century, these disciplines continue to evolve and adapt. And one prominent trend is the growing emphasis on interdisciplinary research and collaboration. Another significant is the integration of digital tools and methodology in humanities and social sciences research. The advent of advanced technologies has opened up new avenues for data collection, analysis, and visualization. Researchers now have access to vast amount of digital archive, enabling them to explore historical and cultural phenomena in unprecedented ways. Moreover, the increasing recognition of the importance of diversity and inclusivity has brought forth a trend of greater engagement with marginalized voices and perspective. Scholars in humanities and social sciences are actively exploring issues of social justice, inequality, identity, shedding light on experience that have traditionally been overlooked or underrepresented. Well, these are the interdisciplinary subjects like memory and trauma, environmental humanities, globalization, feminist historiography, oral history, media studies, medical humanity, digital humanity, pandemic literature, post-human study, film study, gender study, and cultural study. AI is revolutionizing, that is artificial intelligence, is revolutionizing humanities research by offering new tools for analyzing vast amounts of data, uncovering patterns and presenting insight in dynamic ways. It is particularly useful for tasks like text analysis, image recognition, and visualization, helping researchers to explore historical and cultural context more effectively. Medical humanity is also one of the important fields, explores the human social ethical dimension of medicine and treatment and human body. Posthumanism is further important philosophical perspective that challenges the traditional human-centered view of the world by emphasizing the interconnectedness of humans, non-humans, and technology. And then several things are there, interconnectedness, challenging boundaries, focus on emerging technology, critical analysis. These are the part of, these subjects like environmental humanity. It is transdisciplinary field that examines the complex relationship between humanity and environment, integrating humanities discipline like history, literature, philosophy, and art with environmental science and other social sciences. With this, I wrap up the discussion. I'm sure that you will be benefited by going through it. We shall meet next time with a new topic in the same study forum, that is research methodology in humanities and social sciences. Till then, thank you.